when you talked about your time with Drewski, that felt like an escort response.
Now, it seems like a lot of y'all on my channel are very curious to find out who are the female rappers who might be selling coochie on the side. Now, Akademiks spoke about the new rumor, which is that Ruby Rose might be one of these people moving like Saweetie, allegedly. So let's see what Big Ak had to say about this. Y'all better like the video. You better subscribe. Let's get it.
Very clear. And Ruby, I know we used to be cool. I don't know if you, I think she got mad at me over some DDG shit, I think. But fuck it, who cares? Listen, whether I like you or not, I just got to keep it a beat about these things. Ruby, you've kind of, in a way, admitted to some things that people would find as escort. When you talked about your time with Drewski, that felt like an escort response. You said he paid for this, not the pussy. Look, Ruby responds to Drewski. Here we go. Where's the tweet she said? She said, and for the record, I never slept with that man.
In my first pregnancy, I gained 65 pounds. My doctor said I needed to lose them.
She said, and for the record, I never slept with that man. The nigga paid for PR, not the pussy. PR could just be substituted for the idea of time or an image. It's basically what escorting is. So I want to just put this out there first and say, Ruby, I'm not saying this story that's now being speculated by fans is true. But going off your own admissions, which, by the way, I will admit you later then said you did sleep with him, and you say you were in a real relationship with him, I got you, but your explanation was admitting or an admission to some form of escorting in my book. So when you're now being accused of actual escorting, I can't say, oh, she would never, because by your own admission that people could pay
in my first
for
pregnancy, I gained
what the
65 pounds. During my second one,
TMZ, man, y'all just forcing these ads on me. When in your own admission that people could pay in whatever capacity for time with you, whether it's for PR or for their personal enjoyment, you're admitting in a roundabout way to escort. Okay? He says, I only give it up if I'm in love. I don't care how much money a nigga got. I'm rich as fuck. Okay, we got you on that. All right? So I want to put that out there before to lay the foundation of why I would entertain this, because I'm not here just trying to make everybody look crazy or trying to make, just throw random rumors that might be hurtful on people's names. So, Ruby, you've kind of like floated in this people could pay for my time / PR wave. So, that to me, that's escorting. Okay? So, they're claiming that this guy paid, and they're claiming that he also paid via this Maybach Mayy person. And that's the Maybach Mayy person who introduced Saweetie to Jadon Sancho. We're going to get to that, okay? Now, they said these allegations have started after a resurfaced video of Ruby Rose attending a Chelsea FC for Noni Madueke, similar to how Saweetie, who was just exposed for being an escort and visited a Chelsea FC game for Jadon Sancho. This is Ruby at the game. Now, this is just captions here, not necessarily my opinion, but it says, if your favorite Instagram model is at pitchside at a Premier League game, you should know she's probably a Maybach Mayy client. This was Saweetie. This was, I think, the soccer player. And look who's in the cut. Maybach Mayy. They're kind of matching it to Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose, Maybach Mayy. They're following each other. And she was in the cut for Saweetie. Now, again, and I want to give her and shoot her some bail. Maybe the idea of escorting for maybe not like, spending time in a hotel. Maybe Ruby sells PR, right? Like, okay, you need a bad bitch to turn up your public image, to change the conversation, to make people stop thinking you're fucking gay. you could pay for this and I will act like I'm interested in you, or I'll act like this publicly, that, you know, because apparently he says he's getting filmed already by Clash Magazine, and he's like, he just nonchalantly calls Ruby to be like, yo, Ruby, what's good? It's Clash Magazine. And Clash Magazine is like, oh shit, he's fucking with Ruby. So maybe it is PR, but nevertheless, it's still escorting to me. Yo, why they say that this is Ruby Rose body count? This is crazy. Nigga, this is a Rolling Loud lineup. Oh my God. Nah, why 6ix9ine on here? Nah, this is a... Nah, this... Yo, what? Nah, this... let me just skip past this, bro.
Yo, man, tell that nigga Sancho pay up. I'm saying,
Ooh, so Maybach Mayy went on Instagram Live and refused to speak on introducing Noni with Ruby Rose amid the Saweetie and Sancho situation. How much money is these niggas making? Noni Maduki salary. You know, I got a pocket watch. He makes $10 million a year. Is he from the UK? Yeah, these soccer players love tricking, huh? Okay, whatever.
So I could get Ruby Rose. Tell that nigga pay up.
Nah, wait.
Tell that nigga pay up so I can get Ruby Rose.
Alright, Lil, why you ain't tripping? Yeah.
Yo, May, we want to know, right? The streets want to know. Nani Madueke, was he, you know what I'm saying? Was he?
I'm not speaking on nobody.
Was he a client?
I'm not speaking on nobody.
See, now that's odd, right? Why didn't she just say he's no? Or say I don't, even if she wanted to just fully cap, oh, I don't do that. Why not clear the guy's name? It kind of makes it feel like, all right, he ain't pissed me off yet, so I'm not going to expose him.
Of course. Look. How about next week we run a proper live, you know what I'm saying? And we address everything. Because we're gonna need to be addressed one day.
Why? What y'all gonna do?
It's just for tea. We bored. That's it, you know.
Where's my money?
That's what we trying to figure. I'm trying to get it with you. Where's the money? Where is it? Like that ass. Like,
Where's my money at?
Yo, where the nigga even play now? No one knows where he play, bro.
Fuck that nigga.
How much does Jadon Sancho make? So he's making about $400,000 a week. Let's do the math. 400 times 52. Oh, he makes $19 million a year?
Okay. By the way, I want to shout out Angel Reese, who was looking real good at that Victoria's Secret runway show yesterday night. Shout out to Angel. Eating them up. Cheeks just bow, 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 bow. I was like, what's all that movement back there? Okay. Shout out to Angel. Doing it big for the WNBA players, trying to show that the WNBA can be sexy too. Okay. Now, let's get to the real conversation. Ruby Rose. So they say that she was also a client of this Maybach Mayy. That's the supposed madam of Saweetie. And this tweet came out where Ruby Rose allegedly deleted this, and it said, God forbid I like soccer. And so everybody was like, hold on, we saw you at a soccer game. We saw you with another soccer player. You cool with Maybach Mayy? Are you also some sort of like alleged escort or whatever? Can your time be paid for? Remember, Akademiks was right. Ruby was talking about Drewski was paying for the I forgot what she called it, like publicity. He was paying for pub. He was paying to look like he was dating me. And see, that's another thing about these tricky bad bitches. And this is why anytime I've dealt with one, I just kept it on the low, because it's always going to be a situation where it's your word against theirs. And so that's why you better off just keeping it low, because you saw when Ruby said that, everybody was clowning Drewski. Oh man, Drewski, you went out sad. You was paying for Ruby, when in actuality, later on she admitted, oh, I was dating Drewski. I was just mad. So she just embarrassed Drewski, had him looking like a clown. And because she's attractive and she's the girl and Drewski is the fat guy, everybody believed her. And that's why I said, as another chubby champion, I just keep it low. You just, and I think sometimes the baddies know that. I think that's why a lot of baddies, they like messing with big dudes, because they can get a couple of dollars, and they always know at the end of the day, as long as we wasn't taking Instagram pictures and all this other stuff, I can just say, oh, I never mess with him. Or if we was taking pictures like Ruby Rose, oh, he was paying for pub. But at the end of the day, that did sound like a transaction. And she said that so quick, it almost sounded like she did that before. So when y'all look at this Ruby Rose hit list, right? And let's say you take out all of the people that she messed with early in her career, before she even was famous. Like, she was messing with Ian Connor and Playboy Cardi way before everybody thought she was this baddie, right? She was still, I don't even think that was thick Ruby. She wasn't even thick like that. She was just a schoolgirl. But some of these people on this list might have been paying for the pub. DDG might have been paying for the pub. I'm not trying to put that on DDG, but some of these people might have been paying. Now, does that mean they were paying for sex? Like she said, she didn't smash Drewski. So I'll give her that. Maybe some people can pay to look like they got a girlfriend, like Akademiks said. Some of these people do, they want a beard. And let's go back to what I was saying the other day. Y'all tried to act like I was so crazy when I said that about another celebrity. Some of these dudes do be low key in the closet, and they might pay a chick to look like their girlfriend. This does happen. And so allegedly, if you need that service, I guess you would go to somebody like Maybach Mayy. And so that's when it get tricky. Like I told y'all, some dudes might be paying a chick to come spend the weekend with them in Dubai. That's a different payment. Some dudes might need somebody to look like they that's their girlfriend. That's a different payment. Some dudes is just regular tricking. There's a relationship. She's here because you spending money, you buying bags, you buying vehicles, but y'all still got to understand it. So this goes in so many facets. Everybody's contract is different. And so the streets are saying that, Ruby Rose is also moving like Saweetie. I don't know what's true. Don't try to sue me. If you gonna sue somebody with some money. I ain't got no money. I see a lot of y'all trying to say, oh, y'all notice I never say anything as if it's fact. Never gave up is not speaking facts. Never gave up is a fan just like y'all. Okay? Let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Oh yeah, man. Once again, Angel was looking good last night, boy. I had to see that in multiple angles.